Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a Let's Chitchat video for today, and in today's video we're going to be going over to a bunch of updates, a bunch of upcoming content y'all can expect coming up on the channel this week, and a bunch of regular stuff like that. So we've got a lot of reviews, a lot of content I am willing to jump into this week, a lot of things I'm excited to kind of get into here this week, and a lot of stuff that I had to honestly get done for a while that I'm excited to, kind of jump into coming up here. So, yeah, now, I will say, it has been a crazy week. We have gone from reviewing Mafia: The Old Country to reviewing the new episode of Dexter Resurrection to doing the Walking Dead videos like per usual. We did a lot of reviews, a lot of different content this week. We reviewed the Wednesday pilot. We reviewed a lot of different things that, I'm sure you guys probably didn't expect me to review on the channel this week. It was a big variety of content. It was a lot of different things that we did review. Well, I will say it was really fun to do so because obviously, we had the Walking Dead videos this week. We had the Daryl Dixon content. Daryl Dixon released a lot of footage over the last couple days, so we had a lot of update videos for Daryl Dixon, and I'm sure there'll be even more this week because they've been releasing a lot of footage. So for at least Daryl Dixon, we've been releasing a lot of content for that show this week on the channel. And all the footage that we've had, I would say, has been pretty damn good. So obviously, definitely check out those videos if you're curious on some of the new footage for Daryl Dixon. Now, we've had the newest episode of Dexter Resurrection this week. We had episode 7, which was really exciting. I really enjoyed that episode. And obviously, we're kind of getting down to the wire now for Dexter Resurrection because we've only got 3 episodes left. So that's really exciting as well, too, to see, how close we're getting to the climax, I would say, of the season. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty insane. Now, we also wrapped up this week Prison Break Season 5. So Prison Break reviews are done on the channel. We are officially concluded with Prison Break on the channel. There will be no longer reviews for that show. I have had some people asking me, though. They were like, Dan, before you close it out, could you do some ranking videos on Prison Break? Like maybe rank all the seasons, rank some characters, I would be down to do that. If there's enough demand for it, genuinely, I would do it. So maybe click like on the video if you want to see some Prison Break, content, like some, ranking videos and stuff like that, because I did have some people asking me about it. So obviously, I'm going to see kind of where the percentage is at and how much the interest is there. And if I see enough interest for it, then I will definitely do it. Also, we reviewed the Wednesday pilot this week, which I had a lot of interesting mixed feelings on that episode. I am thinking about continuing with it, but again, it's the matter of demand, really. So, I mean, because I kind of am curious to see how the other episodes would do, you know what I'm saying? And there's not many of them. There's only like 12 episodes of the show out right now. So I might continue that as well, too. That show's kind of a 50-50 right now, but we may continue that as well, too. I know that was probably a pretty shocking one right there. And then, well, in my opinion, we expanded and we talked about one of the greatest games that has come out this year with Mafia: The Old Country. Mafia: The Old Country was an absolutely incredible game with an incredible lead of Enzo as a character. And there was a lot of great things in that game. I would highly suggest if anybody has, either been looking for a game or they're just, looking for a good story. I think Mafia: The Old Country is a really great one. And I would actually say, based off fan reception, a little bit underrated, honestly. I think the game is absolutely fantastic. And I think it's a really just hell of an experience if you're looking for a good game. Honestly, it's really good. It's been a while since I reviewed a game on the channel. It's been a long while. So, honestly, if y'all are interested in any other video games y'all want me to get into, definitely suggest them down below. Uncharted is one I've been looking at. I am planning on doing that on the channel soon. I just gotta kind of, plan out where I'm gonna fit that in the schedule, you know what I mean? But speaking of fitting things in the schedule, I'm also wanting to talk about this. Now that Prison Break is out of the way, a lot of people have been asking me, Dan, what is the next show you're getting into? Because the Wednesday stuff I'm kind of just doing on the side, if I continue it at all, honestly. It all depends on how much I get gripped. But in terms of like a main show that I'm going to review seasonal, stuff, I explained to y'all before that I'm going to finish Lost in seasonal reviews, and I still am going to do that. Now, my thing is with Lost, and I'm kind of curious to get your guys' opinions on it, because it has been over a month, almost 2 months now, since I kind of stopped the Lost reviews, just because the show was kind of losing me when it comes to interest. I kind of saw where some of the later seasons went, and I kind of, I don't know. I kind of was not really into it anymore, you know what I mean? But obviously, I still want to finish the reviews for Lost, and I still want to, cap everything off, you know what I mean? So I still want to do that. But I kind of want to get your guys' opinions because I'm thinking of returning with Lost this week. I'm thinking about it. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing the seasonal reviews for each season, like I was doing with Prison Break and Dexter and all that stuff. But I was near the end of season 3 when I stopped. I was at episode 17 of 23. So do you guys want me to still do the individual episode reviews for season 3, episode 18 to 23? And then when season 4 starts, start doing the seasonal reviews? Or should I just do a big season 3 overall review and then just do seasonal reviews for 4, 5, and 6? You know what I mean? Because we're not doing episodic reviews for Lost in season 4 to season 6. It just doesn't do good enough on the channel. It is the least demanded content on the channel, and that is something that I have definitely noticed, so that is why we are not doing it. Just simply because I think, honestly, at this point, the show is so old that episodic reviews just don't seem to work. Whereas with seasonal reviews on the channel for stuff like Dexter and Prison Break, I noticed that those do a lot better. So that's kind of my thought process right now, is saying, okay, do we just do seasonal reviews for Lost and cap it off that way? I think that's the way we should do it. Thing is, I had like 6 episodes left of season 3 to review individually. So do you guys think I should just keep going with the individual reviews for season 3, do those last 6 individual reviews, and then start with the seasonal reviews for season 4? Or do you think that I should just do an overall season 3 review, big breakdown for that season, and then proceed, right? That's my question for y'all. So let me know. Lost viewers, do you guys think that's what I should do? Let me know. Definitely would be interested in getting your thoughts on it and kind of getting your opinions on it, because this week I am thinking about starting it up and covering season 3, whether that's the individual episodes again, or it's a big season 3 review and we just do the seasonal reviews for season 3, 4, 5, and 6, which I've been thinking about doing as well. They would be big videos, though. Like, they would be big seasonal reviews, because Lost has a lot of stuff going on in one season. You know what I'm saying? So they would be big videos. They would definitely take me some time to get done, but that's an easier route, because obviously that means only 4 more reviews for Lost, which honestly I think is a very, very smart and honestly good idea. I think that's definitely the route to go here. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Lost, I am planning on bringing back this week, so that's definitely one to look out for as well too. Well, I also want to talk about a really awesome event we actually did yesterday. I don't know if anybody was there to watch it. I did see a few people that were tuning in. I did a collaboration stream with The Walking Dead Explained yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. I had a very, very fun time there. James from The Walking Dead Explained is absolutely incredible. I had a great time on there, and honestly, I'm looking forward to do more of, collabs like that again. And I mean, if you're a Walking Dead content creator, or really just a content creator in general, doesn't even have to be Walking Dead, just in general, if you are a content creator, I would love to do collab videos with you, because I've had a lot of people that have said, Dan, could you do a collab video with me? And I'm like, yeah, of course, but if anybody wants to collab, like I did yesterday with James from The Walking Dead Explained, and I've done it with a lot of people, Overrays Gamer, and a lot of other, people like that. If you were interested in doing collab content, just hit me up, because, honestly, it's a lot of fun to do, and I love doing it, and it's a really fun way to support, other channels. And, James from The Walking Dead Explained is one of Walking Dead's finest, you know what I'm saying? And me being a Walking Dead reviewer myself, talking with another Walking Dead content creator, it's honestly a lot of fun. So, honestly, I had a great time with that, and check out that live stream if you have not seen it yet. It was an absolute blast to do, and I look forward to potentially doing more in the future, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's with him, of course, or, with other content creators out there as well, too. And if there's any, content creators y'all think I should collab with, let me know, because I could, maybe hit them up and say, like, hey, you want to do a collab, you know what I mean? Whether we do it here on this channel, or we do it with their channel, honestly, or both, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. So, but yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Collaborative content is definitely stuff I want to do more of. So, definitely let me know if there's anybody y'all think I should collab with next. But yeah, that was a very fun time yesterday. Definitely check that one out if you have not already. Now, in terms of some other things y'all can expect in terms of reviews coming up this week, this is kind of what you can expect. I may or may not be continuing Wednesday. Might do that. Lost, I'm definitely getting back to this week. Whether it's a seasonal review for Season 3 or the individual episode reviews, whatever y'all want, That's what we're doing. Lost is definitely returning this week. I have to because we definitely need to move on to the next show. So I definitely want to cap off that series in the next coming weeks. So that is the plan there. Now, we're going to do that. Then, of course, we're going to do the Dexter Resurrection Episode 8 review. That's another one we're going to be doing this week. I am going to do another Walking Dead Universe Q&A video because, we have to definitely do a few of them before Daryl Dixon releases. So, Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Q&A video. Probably more discussion videos for the Daryl Dixon show in general. That'll probably be a big thing this week because we're getting closer to the release of that show. So, that'll be another major one right there. In addition to Resurrection, Lost, and Wednesday, and maybe a couple other things here and there. That's kind of your basic, scoop for kind of what I'm aiming for this week in terms of, content and in terms of reviews and in terms of, discussion videos and, all that fun stuff. So that is the plan there. Now, one other thing, and I did mention this, and it's going to be a discussion video we're doing this week. I am going to do an episode 1 of season 3 of Daryl Dixon predictions video this week on how I see that episode going down. So stay tuned for that, of course. That'll be another discussion video we do this week. Yeah, that's a lot of, the big stuff going on there. Obviously, Fly By Night's on break right now, so we're not really going to, go over that, but I'm, very glad that you guys have been enjoying that show, my new series Fly By Night. That's been a very exciting one. And we will have more information on that show as we get into September. For now, we'll, stay on break and, probably kind of keep it on the back burner for now. But it's been a lot of fun to do that series, and I'm definitely happy with all the support you guys have given it for sure. And definitely expect to see more news for it at SCCon. Now, I've had a few people asking me as well, too, SCCon, Dan, when is going to be the next SCCon? Well, we've advertised it minorly, and I've advertised it here on the channel as well, too. SCCon will be soon. I can't say when. We have a rough idea of when we're going to be doing it. Know that obviously it's in the near future because we are advertising it. But until we kind of get everything all situated, we can't release a proper release date. We are still getting things all made and done and, ready to go. Once that is kind of done, then we'll let y'all know when that's happening. So I know there were some people that were curious on it. That's kind of the best way I can explain it for now. And I can also confirm that you will be getting some more footage for World Gone Mad Season 5 this week, which I'm sure is going to be another fun thing. World Gone Mad Season 5, hard at work still. The season is coming along, and it has been, a really, really fun process. However, obviously you will be getting some stuff, and yet, like I said, you're going to be getting a small little bit of footage this week. I can't really say what that means, but you will be getting a few little things this week that I think you guys will find very exciting. Yeah, that is that. So, in terms of upcoming stuff, that's kind of where we're at right now. World Gone Mad footage, there's going to be some stuff coming up this week. That's all I can say. Fly By Night. It's going to be appearing at SCCon. SCCon date reveal will be soon. And yeah, that is some of the plans for some of the reviews you can expect coming up on the channel this week. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a time. Honestly, I'm very much looking forward to it. I've also had people ask me, they're like, Dan, when are we going to be getting the Prey Season 4? Because obviously that, as I've announced, is in production, and it is very much in production. And obviously a show like that with the short episodes that we make does not take as long. So, all I can say is World Gone Mad The Prey, you will see it, but it will be after World Gone Mad Season 5A. World Gone Mad Season 5A is our next thing in the World Gone Mad franchise. It's the next installment of the franchise, and obviously we're going to have other content going on, in the spin-offs as well, too, like the Prey, like, history and other, shows I've announced as well, too. So there's going to be a lot of, big things coming up for the franchise. There's going to be a lot of things that are happening this year, certain things that I'm going to have bleed into 2026, just for timing purposes, you know what I mean? Because obviously we're not going to cram a bunch of content together. I want you guys to enjoy all the stuff as it, individually is. So there definitely will be certain things that are going to be pushed into 2026. However, there is going to be a lot of things that happen this year as well, too, like World Gone Mad Season 5A, and obviously the Prey that we are working on as well, too, which you can expect coming on, very soon. Same with a lot of the other projects for World Gone Mad that you will, see as the time goes on. So, yeah, that is kind of a minor update right there for the World Gone Mad franchise. You'll be getting some footage this week, and you're going to actually get a little bit of information this week that I think you guys will find very interesting. And, yeah, lots of reviews this week, lots of stuff, lots of discussion videos, so stay tuned for all that stuff. And, yeah, a few more weeks until Daryl Dixon, a few more weeks worth of Dexter Resurrection. It's going to be a very interesting transition period to go from Dexter Resurrection to back to Daryl Dixon. It's going to be interesting for sure, and yeah, that is kind of the idea there. So let me know your thoughts, post your comments down below, guys, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, be sure to click subscribe and to miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies need a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.